Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Mike, and today I get you guys a Battlefield 3 gameplay team deathmatch on the map I don't know using the AK-74M. And today I want to talk about the cons of my cruise. I talked about on my last video of the pros of my cruise, annotation on the screen and link in the description. And I had no time to talk about the cons and the cruise, so I wanted to make a separate video for the cons of the cruise. So let's start off with the cons. And the first con of my cruise was that the ship kept rocking and it was going too fast. Now, I went for 4 days, right? I left on Friday and I came back on Monday. Friday, it was great. You know, the ship was flowing well and I had a great time. There was nothing going on with it. But the rest of the cruise, like when the second day, the third day, the fourth day that we were out on the ship while the ship was in the water going to the next destination, oh my god, it would eat like one day it would be rocking side to side, and then the next day, I mean the last day, it was going really fast because we were behind schedule, but it was going so fast that literally like the dishes in the dinner table, because at around 9 o'clock I had to go to dinner to a restaurant, and literally like the table would be shaking a little, and then you can actually feel the rumble, you know, of the boat while it's going really fast. And also it made my mom and me and my brother and my dad very nauseated, and I don't even know if I said nauseated right. I don't really know. You guys tell me down in the comments below. And yeah, just the ship was rocking back and forth. It was going really fast, and that really made my head hurt, and it sometimes almost made me throw up. So the second con that I want to talk about was that, you know, those before the what's it called, the ship comes out of the dock and then it goes to your first destination, you know how it has those drills with let's say the ship is about to sink or something like that, and you have to do some kind of drill. Well, we had to do the drill, and I understood, you know, that we had to do the drill just for our safety and stuff like that, but the drill was really stupid because they really took it seriously, and I understand it, you know, they have to take this thing seriously, but they were all like excuse me, guys, but they were like, oh well, you have to go get your life jacket and everything, you have to go back to the room, and then they shut down all the elevators. We had to go take the stairs, and then we had to go in what's it called, in separate lines. They had to go stack the chairs up because we were very tired because we were walking with our luggage and stuff like that, and they stacked up the chairs because my parents were sitting there, and then we had to go in the line and we had to stay there for 35 minutes. We actually had to stay because we were at because it's a thing called a muster station where you have to go, and that's where the drill takes place, in the actual event where you have to go. And we were there 10 minutes early, and they started lining us up 10 minutes early before the captain even said the drill. And also it was very hot on that drill, and this is where it leads up to the next con, which was that the employees don't really give a shit. Now, what happened was that after the drill, my brother, he started complaining. He was like, oh, I'm starting to get really dizzy, I'm starting to get very nauseated, and my mom had a fear that he was going to faint because my mom's a physician and she knows a lot about medical stuff, and she saw that his face was pale and that he wasn't moving very well. He could barely move, and she had a fear that he was about to faint. So she told me to go run back to my room, because we had these peanuts or M&M's things on the table, and she told me that just to run over there, get those peanuts, come back with also a glass of water. But also, when we came into the room before I started running to my cabin, my mom told the employee, hey, can you go get my son a glass of water or a cup of water because he's about to faint? And this is what the employees did. They just looked at my brother and did nothing. They just looked at my brother and absolutely did nothing. They just looked at each other, looked at my brother, did nothing while I was running over there, because that's what my mom told me. And also, whenever we would be at dinner or let's say at lunch or whatever, my mom, she would always be like, oh, excuse me, and the employee would totally just ignore her, which really pissed my mom off. And right now I'm going to be talking about my fourth con of the cruise, which was that my room was very small. Now, I know that there's different sections of rooms that you can have for your cruise. I mean, if you want a better one, you're gonna have to pay more money. I think it's the cabin where you don't have any ocean view. It's basically inside the ship, but you don't have any view of the ocean or whatever. It's a little bit smaller than the ocean view cabin, and then it's ocean view, balcony, and balcony suite or something, and then royal suite. I don't really know. You guys tell me down in the comments below if you guys are big cruise fanatics and stuff like that. I had the ocean view cabin on my Royal Caribbean cruise that I went on a week ago, but the cruise that I went on 4 years ago, I got the same cabin, the ocean view, but the Carnival cruise that I went on, it was way bigger than the ocean view cabin that I had with Royal Caribbean. I think that it was smaller than the one I went on Carnival, because the cruise that I went with Carnival 4 years ago was a 7-day cruise and on a bigger ship. So, but the ocean view that I went with Carnival, it was a very, very reasonable size. We were able to not have any trouble with it. We were able to fit ourselves through. We were able to fit ourselves with the beds and put the luggage under and crap like that, not have any problems of any crowded stuff and crap like that. But the room in the cruise that I went on, it was very, very small. We always had to take our luggage out. We always had to put up the bunk beds, because we had 1, 2, 3. We had 4 beds, and 2 of them were pull downs, and most of the time we had those beds pulled down, which made the room a lot crowded. And also the bathroom, it was the smallest thing you can ever imagine. Like, seriously, from my space in my bathroom, from the toilet to the closet, that's like not even a foot away from you. That's how big the bathroom was, with the shower and the toilet and the sink. It was just crazy. And the next con that I'm going to be talking about is the elevator wait. Now, when we got on the cruise ship and we wanted to use the elevator to go to our deck, which was where our cabin was, oh my god, we had to wait, like, I'd have to say 10 minutes just for the elevator, just to get to my floor and to take us to our deck to go to the cabin. And also, most of the time, sometimes I would spend at least 5 to 10 minutes waiting for the elevator. And then when I'd get on the elevator and go down, the elevator would stop at different floors at each floor, and it just really irritated me. And the next con that I'm going to be talking about, actually the second to last con, is that everything was very expensive, and mostly the drinks. Seriously, a beer, a Corona, the Heineken beer, let's just say that, it was $5. Seriously, $5 for a freaking beer? Are you crazy? And also, if you guys don't know what rum runners are, there's something like, it's some kind of like pina colada drink where they have rum inside and alcohol and crap like that. And I ordered one of those, but without alcohol. It was basically, it tasted like a fruit punch, and it was $10 for one of them, and they're half of the size of a water bottle, the cups. And I just thought that was very insane. And the last con that I want to talk about was that the club was pathetic. I mean, most of the cruise ships, they have some kind of like kids club or whatever, and there was a club for 12 through 17 year olds, and I thought that would be very cool, just to meet new people and maybe get laid. I'm just kidding. And I went there, and the club was just pathetic. All I saw was 12-year-olds playing Guitar Hero and Rock Band. Seriously, who plays Guitar Hero and Rock Band? But I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me talking about the cons of my cruise. Please give it a like. I'd really appreciate a favorite. My name is Mike. I will see you guys later. Bye.